Here we go. Go, go, go.
There's somebody on the ground. Somebody on the ground. Yes, I can hear you, and we're ready to go live whenever. Three separate tear gas shots. We have somebody on the ground that appears to be being arrested. We have people with long... From Fayetteville Street, which was heavily damaged last night, but I can tell you, as soon as that tear gas was thrown onto the crowd, we backed up, and it took a couple of minutes before several people in this area, they were actually pouring water on their eyes. A couple of news crews that were caught up in this because, again, right before this, things were peaceful.
KKK, no racist USA. No cops. No KKK, no racist USA.
To show their presence after these protesters blocked the street, not allowing cars and traffic to get by, and that happened within the last hour or so. So these police officers are obviously ready. They are holding their batons. Mark Stebnicki is the photojournalist, and I want to step behind here and show you, this is one of those tear gas canisters, one of at least three that were shot off. And we then saw several people who were in close proximity wiping their eyes. And it looks, Mark, if we could go over here, it looks like there's another canister right there in the middle of the road. So at least two of those tear gas canisters that we're still seeing some 20 minutes or so after the initial blasts went off. But I can tell you just from being in the area, it was scary. You know, you have an initial reaction of that bang noise, but he is riling up this crowd. I can tell you that as more people move into the street, and they are shouting Black Lives Matter. They're circling him.
So they're trying to basically shut him down. But if he just leaves, the crowd will be much better.
And he was one of only one or two people who were having an opposing viewpoint.
That's right. That's right. There's another guy here, but he's been calm and peaceful. But this guy seems to be one to kind of rile things up.
Things do get a little bit more violent. He's being pulled from the crowd, and hopefully this gentleman's okay as they're being kind of surrounded. The gentleman in the white shirt actually was helping the counter-protester out of the crowd when he just fell onto the ground. This guy is growing increasingly angry here as that gentleman we were just talking to is now trying to de-escalate tensions here right at the intersection of West Morgan Street and Salisbury Street. This gentleman we just did a live interview with stepping in to say, perhaps it's time to go. Let's try to listen in.
That's why I'm here.
They protect everybody in this city.
Okay.
They're not racist. They're not fucking racist.
Okay, we're going to back out because it's very, very hard to police exactly what people are going to say. We do apologize for his language, but we obviously understand his viewpoint, saying that these police officers... Mark, I want to back up just a little bit because we're getting very close to this police line. As those protesters do move a little bit closer, we're getting caught in the middle, which we don't want to do. So we're going to retreat here to a safe location, which we are safe here on the sidewalk.
That's it. That's right. A man was murdered. There are going to be emotions rising, evoked, and when this is a systematic issue and it has continued for years.
Were you out?
My grandfather fought for this. My grandmother fought for this. We're still fighting. It's an emotional issue. Does my son's life not matter? Does my nephew's life not matter? My brother's? It's an emotional issue. So yeah, you're gonna see some emotions.
Ma'am, I just want to ask you, were you out here yesterday?
No, she wasn't.
You came out today after realizing that protesters were going to be coming back. What? I see tears are filling your eyes.
Absolutely.
Why was it important for you to be here?
Because I have to do my part. I can sit around and stay in my corner in my little world, pretend that it's not a black people issue, it's not a brown people issue, but it's all of our issues. It's all the minority issues. This is an issue and we are tired. My son's life matters. Yes, it does. My life matters.
Thank you so much, ladies, for talking to us. I appreciate it. First line of defense if things were to get out of control. What were you thinking as that was happening and that tear gas was fired?
Anger, because there was no tear gas when white people decided to go to the state capitol and bring AK-47s. That is not fair. I'm peacefully protesting my right as a black citizen in the United States of America. That is not right at all. My people continue to get killed, and as long as they continue to get killed, I will be out here all day and night.
Are you hoping things stay peaceful here tonight?
I don't know.
Tell me why you don't know.
Because we've taken the peaceful approach for so long and so little has been done. So if some violence, I hope nobody gets hurt, but if some violence has to happen for people to see our point, then some violence has to happen for people to see our point.
Come back to us, come back to us. Come back. Come back. Come back to us, yes, come back to us, quick. From the barricade to the governor's mansion.
Hi.
A couple of those protesters actually stepping over here at the executive mansion as she is stepping over. Here's the barricades, and again, that demonstration was... But this car right over here just came through the parking lot at a pretty high rate of speed. We're not sure what is happening in the middle of Jones Street. This car, we really hope this car will not drive through the crowd, but this police barricade just got set up in the past, let's call it 2 minutes. And we have this green gas that we're not sure what it is or who it was thrown by, but we have people, that protesters that are kicking back some of what is in the road to the police officers. And another man is actually running up and throwing things at the police. This is a very tense situation here on Jones Street. We are right by the governor's mansion. As you can see, about 20 police who are, again, that tactical team. Some of them do have tear gas guns. We have others with batons, and those water bottles continue to be thrown at the police line. This is extremely tense as we're looking on what is... Okay, so what this appears to be, from what I can see, is a firework of sorts that is being thrown, but they're keeping their eye on the situation as they come now within 5 feet of the crowd. Things are still being thrown from the protesters onto the police. This is a lot of chaos, as one of the police officers did just use their baton to knock down one of the advancing protesters. We're hearing those loud pops go off, and we are hearing the water bottles go off. And as things do get a little bit out of control here, I would not be surprised if they do fire tear gas at the crowd to disperse the crowd. So we do need to prepare for that. Photojournalist Mark Stebnicki, please back up with us because another firework is going to go off here in a second. And they are now, we're seeing that, we are seeing that smoke billowing into the air as the entire crowd backs up. We are still seeing those water bottles being launched at the crowd, and we're seeing more action, and it does appear to be those fireworks being thrown directly at the police officers. That is that colored powder that you're seeing that one state trooper just picked up and threw back at the protesters as perhaps a deterrent to get this crowd to disperse, at perhaps people advancing from different directions that cannot be seen from the ground. Obviously, that is able to be launched at a moment's notice. That helicopter box was in the air before this even started. Them had to use their baton to knock someone down who was advancing into the crowd. I'm not sure if that person was arrested or if that person was able to back out. As we try to zoom in and give you a better idea of this situation.
None of us have been violent. The maximum thing that's been thrown is a water bottle, and they respond to it with gas. It's not right. It never will be right. To them, Black lives didn't matter yesterday. They don't matter today, and they won't matter tomorrow, so we need to abolish the police.
Ma'am, thank you for speaking to us. We appreciate it. Let's go through here, this tree line, as these police do continue to advance on the crowd pretty quickly, coming down Blunt Street, crossing Jones Street, and heading into downtown Raleigh. We have somebody coming face to face with now. They're putting on their gas masks now. Can you hear me?
It doesn't matter.
Standing and holding their signs, you can see several cars that are cut up. They want to go straight, but they are unable to move. Hey, 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 come to us. Come quick, come quick.
Man, stay right there. You can't move. You can't go nowhere.
Oh, hey, hey, Mark, back up. What? Yes, come to us, come to us, come to us, come to us. What's up?
You can't go nowhere.
What's up?
Oh, that's tear gas.
Amanda, we just heard several rounds of that tear gas go off, and we just brought you that live picture within the past 10 minutes.
They're still coming.
500 people as we come over here. Photojournalist Mark Stebnicki is behind the camera and showing police still advancing right down Salisbury Street, getting ready to cross over Hillsborough Street. Stand by, Mark. I'm not quite sure what that smoke was, that thick black smoke that was just billowing into the air in the past two minutes. But you hear just right there another one of those big flash bangs and some smoke coming into the air, and that is right in front of the state capitol grounds. Moving now, and we don't know if they're retreating, but we see these state troopers, and they are moving in a certain direction. And, you know, this is something that trained for, Gerald. And when they make a move, you can tell that it is with precision. Here we go. We have some damage here to the front of the archives building. Take us, take us, take us. Take us. Take us when you can, guys. Gerald, we were on our way to the governor's mansion when we stopped down right here at the State Archives building, and we're walking up the steps. You can see some vandalism here. These two windows, two large windows, busted out. Somebody threw, as we get close here, it appears a piece of wood right at the window here, and it seems like there's another piece of, it actually looks like a handicap parking sign right here in the lobby. A whole lot of shattered glass. We are very close to this window here. This is one large window that was broken. There is a second window right over here, and I can tell you there are no police in this exact location. I know that they are all around us, but we were actually walking from where Amanda Lamb's live report was there at Hillsborough Street, down to the governor's mansion, trying to see the crowds there when we came across someone, and I actually witnessed him throwing, much like a football, right into right into this window, and you can see that metal handicap parking sign also has some spray paint on it, and then all of that shattered glass right in there in the lobby. This is the State Archives building, which is positioned right here on Jones Street, right between the governor's mansion and the state capitol grounds. He has been with me all night long, and I want to come over here to this business all night long as that car comes whizzing by. The tear gas, it's a problem not just for the people in that general area, but this carries a block or more, and then it has the ability to really choke you up. So we're backing out of the situation now as a lot of people are coming down, trying to be one step ahead of that cloud of tear gas. Is some of the that is a loud firework, and that is tear gas actually. So we're gonna back up again because I'm seeing that tear gas be deployed, and somebody's sitting in a chair, and if that is tear gas, he's now being surrounded by tear gas and smoke. He is not moving, that gentleman in the chair. And now we see those state troopers advancing onto the crowd across Wilmington Street, across Morgan Street here at Fayetteville Street. And that gentleman was sitting on the chair covered in tear gas after it was deployed from those state troopers. There was a firework that went off, and then now we have heard at least 2 or 3 tear gas canisters go off as the state troopers now move from the state capitol grounds across Morgan Street and down Fayetteville Street as they advance on that crowd. And there's protesters behind us as well. And like I mentioned before, the group is really split up. So you have dozens of people in one location, dozens of people in another location. We are shooting directly through that cloud of smoke and tear gas that we've been dealing with all night. Because what happens is the crowd gets
They've gotten a rest. You see it?
We're being thrown some firecrackers. We're fine. You can come back to us. Sorry, that was a weird situation. And tell me, were you out here last night as well?
No. I was.
You were. Tell me, you weren't out here last night, but you came back here tonight. Why was it important for you to be here tonight?
Because I go from city to city to prove my point. Nothing is okay about police brutality. Absolutely nothing.
And man, what about you? I know you had something to say as well.
I believe that y'all twist up the media and y'all only put in the media what y'all want in it. The fact is, y'all don't get the police brutality and y'all don't put that on the news. Y'all don't show that, but y'all show black people messing up stuff.
Show them my
That's what I don't like. They shot her in the leg and we being peaceful.
Everybody, us standing together.
Ma'am, you got shot in the leg with what?
With rubber bullets.
Are you okay? Are you hurt?
I'm out here again, so obviously I'm okay.
This was last night.
This was last night.
And what do you want to say just about the protests and the demonstrations?
I was peaceful until they became unpeaceful. You're unpeaceful in my city. I live here. I wake up here every morning. I go to sleep here every night. This is my city.
Thank you guys for talking to us. We appreciate it. And we're going to send it back to you guys.
Black Lives Matter.
Oh, gotcha. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, you're standing in front of people coming through here with pieces of wood and bats and knocking out all of these windows after what was already a very, very damaging night to this building last night. Back to you. Some fire here at the yeah, let's back up a little bit. Take us. It's throwing stuff in here. Take us quick, take us quick. I'm gonna have to act like I'm recording. You'll never know what this is.